The arts have always been an integral part of Havergal College. It has shaped the lives of many in the community and the community itself. Tonight, you will be presented with a series of monologues. The words you will hear were taken from over 120 years of Ludamus editions, bringing in yet another form of art that we cherish, the art of literature, into our evening. As well, you will hear from all our girls in their different uniforms from the different decades. 1910, 1920, 1900.
Smoking. By this title, I'm not referring to the delights of the frequent weed, although doubtless may have its attractions for some people. I'm referring to the diabolical institution well known to all at Havergal. It's especially evident in the winter when everyone has a cold. Sometime at breakfast, the notice is given out that all who have colds are to report to them. Just then, another pack of victims is marched off to the girls' sitting room. When you first arrive, there is a pungent odor of some tablets burning on the alcohol fire. This odor gets stronger and stronger as time progresses, and soon handkerchiefs become very much in evidence. You would think that some great calamity had befallen the country by the way those maidens' tears flow. After what seems 100 years, the infirmary nurse comes and puts the fire, and the poor martyrs troop joyously away. Oh, the delight, the joy, and the bliss in
the
smoking.
The smoke in the sky was the first hint that it wasn't a drill. It was a night at school that I will never forget. It was 2:30 in the morning, and the night watchman rang the fire gong. Within less than a minute, we were all lined up in our pajamas, the staff and students waiting at the door on the lower floor, ready to walk out. The fire was dangerously near to the college. Within 15 minutes, the firemen had the fire under control, and we all returned safely to our rooms. Though I wouldn't say we went back to sleep quickly after all that excitement. I will never complain about a fire drill again. If that fire had been any closer, or we hadn't known what to do, well, what I would have to say, it would have been a lot different
if I hadn't read that sign. You know, the one in the music room. Music washes away from the soul, the dust of everyday life. It changed my perspective. I'd always loved music, but that motto, well, hardly a motto, but a delightful, whimsical thought that was unforgettable. So last night, as I sat in rapt wonderment and listened to the beautiful strains brought from a piano and violin by two musicians, those words returned to me. How true, how very true they are. It was impossible to listen to and to appreciate those soaring, lilting, heart-catching notes without recalling those words. No one listening could think of the music we hear as commonplace, dusty old things, while others were closing their eyes and holding their breath because of those glorious musical thoughts. If dust had gathered in the minds of anyone, it would have been washed away, and they would once more think harmoniously. Music washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life, the blessing of good music.